Hello. Welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to conversations of married couples. This video is divided into two parts, where the characters will talk about their day and plans for the upcoming days and their children's needs. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene. So, listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions right. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you excited? This should be fun. First, let's listen to a conversation between Edward and Amber as they catch up about their day and plans for the upcoming days. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's dive in.
Hey, Amber, I'm home. How was your day?
Hey, Edward. It was pretty good. Busy as usual. I had back-to-back meetings, and then I squeezed in some grocery shopping. How about you? How was work?
Not too bad. We had a lot of paperwork to go through, but I managed to wrap everything up by 5. I'm glad that's done, but I swear, my eyes are going square from staring at the computer all day. Did you get a chance to relax at all?
Not really. I was on my feet most of the day, but I did take a quick break and had a cup of tea. What about you? Did you at least get to eat lunch on time?
Yeah, I grabbed a sandwich around noon. You know me, always sticking to my routine. Although I was tempted to skip it and just power through, I figured you'd give me a hard time if I skipped lunch again.
You know me too well. Gotta keep your energy up, right? Speaking of which, any plans for dinner tonight? I thought about trying something new, but I'm open to ideas.
I was actually thinking about that. How about we make that pasta with the new sauce we bought? We've been meaning to try it out, and I'm already starving.
Sounds like a plan. I'll get started on it in a bit. Maybe we can throw in some garlic bread too? It's been a while since we had that.
Garlic bread? Now you're talking. Let me help out. I can set the table and get the garlic bread ready. Do you need anything else done?
Thanks, just setting the table would be great. Oh, and I was wondering, did you manage to take care of the bills today? I almost forgot to ask.
Yep, all done. I paid them during my lunch break. One less thing to worry about. Although the electric bill was higher than usual, we might need to check the appliances or maybe just keep an eye on the AC.
Good call. We've been using the AC a lot lately. I'll check it out tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, what time are you planning to get home? I might have to stay a bit late at work.
Probably around 7:30, but I'll text you if anything changes. We're working on a big project, and it's all hands on deck right now. What about you? What time are you thinking?
I should be home around 6, but it depends on traffic. If it's anything like today, I might be a little late. Honestly, I'm just hoping to beat the rush.
Fingers crossed, and if you're running late, no worries. I'll take care of dinner if you're not up for cooking.
Thanks, I appreciate it, but let's see how tomorrow goes. By the way, did you have a chance to check on the car? It's been making that weird noise again.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. I called the mechanic, and he said he can take a look at it on Friday. In the meantime, let's just try not to drive it too much. Better safe than sorry.
Good idea. Maybe we should plan to carpool or take public transport for the rest of the week just to be safe.
Sounds like a plan. I can drop you off at work on Friday if you want. We can grab coffee on the way and make it a little date before the weekend starts.
That sounds lovely. I'm in.
Great. Let's make it a date then. I'll make sure to leave early so we can take our time.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it. But for now, let's get dinner started. I'm starving too.
Same here. Let's get that pasta cooking and enjoy a nice quiet evening together.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for always being so thoughtful, Edward.
Anytime, Amber. I'm just glad we get to unwind together after a long day. Now, let's get cooking.
Let's do it.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Edward and Amber. What did Edward and Amber decide to have for dinner? Edward and Amber decided to have pasta with garlic bread for dinner. What time is Edward planning to get home tomorrow? Edward is planning to get home around 7:30 tomorrow. What did Amber suggest they do because of the car's weird noise? Amber suggested they carpool or take public transport for the rest of the week. So, did you get all the questions correct? Let us know in the comments section. Now, let's listen to a conversation between Annie and Bobby as they talk about their children's needs. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's begin.
Hey, Bobby, how was the parent-teacher meeting today? Did you get a chance to talk to Mr. Davis about Timmy's math grades?
Yeah, I did. Mr. Davis said Timmy's doing fine, but he could use a bit more practice. He suggested we spend a little extra time with him on his homework. Maybe we can do some quick math drills after dinner.
That sounds like a plan. Timmy's a smart cookie. He just needs a little push sometimes. Did Mr. Davis mention anything about his behavior in class?
Actually, he said Timmy's behavior is great. He's very well behaved and gets along with the other kids. You know how he is, always the peacemaker. But Mr. Davis did say he can be a bit shy when it comes to participating in group activities.
That's Timmy, all right. Maybe we should encourage him to join the summer camp this year. It'll help him come out of his shell a bit more. What do you think?
Summer camp sounds like a good idea. I remember how much fun we had when we were kids. It'll give Timmy a chance to make new friends and try out some new activities. Do you want to check out the options this weekend?
Definitely. I think Paige would love it too. She's been talking about going camping for weeks now. She loves the outdoors just like you.
That's our little adventurer. Speaking of Paige, who's picking up the kids from school tomorrow? I have a meeting that might run late.
I can handle it. My afternoon's pretty free, so I'll grab them and maybe we can stop by the park on the way home. They've been cooped up inside with all this rain lately.
Sounds perfect. They'll love that. By the way, do we need to check their school supplies this weekend? I think Timmy mentioned something about running out of glue sticks.
Oh, good catch. I'll take a look tonight and make a list. It's like they're going through supplies faster than a speeding bullet. Also, I wanted to talk to you about signing Paige up for that art class she's been asking about. Do you think it's a good idea?
Absolutely. She's got a real knack for drawing, and it'll be good for her to learn some new techniques. Plus, it'll give her something constructive to do after school.
True. I'll look into it tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget, we promised to take them to the zoo this weekend. They've been counting down the days.
How could I forget? Paige has been reminding me every day. I'll make sure the camera is charged. We'll want to capture those big smiles.
For sure. And maybe we can pack a picnic too. The weather should be nice, and the kids would love it.
Great idea. Let's do that. And speaking of the weekend, did you notice Timmy's been asking about that new science museum? He's really into space these days. Maybe we could plan a trip there soon.
That sounds fantastic. He'll be over the moon. I'll check our schedule and see when we can fit it in. Maybe next weekend if we don't have anything planned.
Works for me. I think we're clear next weekend. I'll double check. It'll be good for the kids to have some educational fun too.
Agreed. We can make a whole day of it. Museum in the morning, then maybe lunch out somewhere special.
Perfect. The kids will love it. But for now, let's get through the week. Anything else we need to do tonight?
Just the usual. Dinner, homework, and maybe a quick game before bed. I'll start setting the table if you want to check on the kids.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get this show on the road.
You got it. Let's make tonight a smooth one.
Before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Annie and Bobby. What did Mr. Davis say about Timmy's math grades? Mr. Davis said Timmy is doing fine but could use a bit more practice. What did Annie suggest to help Timmy come out of his shell? Annie suggested encouraging Timmy to join the summer camp. Where are Annie and Bobby planning to take the kids this weekend? Annie and Bobby are planning to take the kids to the zoo this weekend. So how many questions did you get right? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better, and subscribe to see our other videos. Going square. Becoming tired or strained from doing something for a long time. Fingers crossed. Hoping that something will happen as desired. Smart cookie. A clever or intelligent person. Come out of his shell. Become more open and confident. Knack for. A natural skill or talent for something. Now let's review other key vocabulary. Tempted. Feeling like you want to do something, even if it might not be a good idea. Carpool. To share a ride with others. Adventurer. A person who enjoys exploring and trying new things. Cooped up. Feeling stuck inside without much freedom. Science museum. A place where you can learn about science and see exhibits. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.